Would you playing that boy, Emily?
Nigga, 81 overall. I'm about to clap his fucking cheeks. My team a whole 90.
Y'all down again, yeah.
My team a whole 90, man. Don't you dare. Let me check the fucking thing right quick now.
This shit not taste nasty.
My color rush, cause niggas won't be an asshole. Oh, damn it.
Oh!
I'm gonna bust this nigga ass. You can watch the game. You can watch the game if you want to, Joe.
I'm gonna work on my badges, but thanks for that.
You can watch it on your phone while you watch it, while you play it. It's on YouTube.
Oh yeah, YouTube live in it?
Yeah.
What's the YouTube name?
This type of Malik Washington Madden 20.
Malik Washington Madden 20.
Yeah.
I'm getting my ass about this big thing, this big neck on here. I'll be paying attention.
Alright, so y'all can just watch it while I play this nigga. I'll stay live because if y'all wanna watch it, I'm gonna stay live. Cause really that nigga supposed to be live, but it don't matter, I can stay live if I want to.
The nickname, we don't know your both hands Week 2. You're Malik, you need to come up with a clever name. Meet the God or something like that, you know what I'm saying? The YouTube name.
Oh my God, bro! This nigga here. Who that was? He got Jesse Bates, bro. Come on, man. That wasn't even Jesse Bates, probably. Who that was? You just got beat on that gas too, man. Come on, Jesse Bates, man.
I can't wait to get my slithery finishing. That's gonna be my key pass. That's gonna really make all my other badges shine. But that's what I said. I be wide open, but niggas be contesting. I don't be wide open, but niggas be attacking me like madness when they're real close and then they contest for no reason. I'm supposed to be faster than any of these niggas. But to keep it above myself, my speed not even matched out yet, so. Nigga gotta get to 9 and 9. We gotta grind.
Don, you watching?
I don't see YouTube.
Wait, your 3-point not maxed out on that glass team we just playing with?
It's maxed out. Is that everything? If I get to 9, it's gonna be 74.
And plus me, say that me, I'm actually a playmaker primary. But Lee got plus 3 to your stuff, so it's a 73. If I was to put my stuff on gold or silver, you'll have like 75. You get green machine on gold. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna make you better.
Yeah, I'm gonna have like a 793 plus your diamond. But you know, like once I first made it, I started off with a 74. I mean, 75-3. But I had the max wingspan and I played more defense with Bulls, so I thought that 7.
Man, you be making them. You get house on Hunter Green Machine, you'll do a team.
I thought about 80.
How many badges you get in shooting?
18.
Yeah, you gonna be a shooter.
so I can get like full Hall of Fame shooting.
Especially you playing with us. Boy, you gonna be a shooter.
And then I get like 18 defense, so.
Cause this year you don't even need that many.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On second down now, it's Logan, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here we go. Here we go. Shoot the outlaw. Tight end run. Tight end run. Hey, 4 down. 4 down.
On third down, Newman. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Take it at the 37. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. A gain there of 21 yards. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Let's go.
On play action, Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. Allen off the play fake. Got a man open. It's Ross. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
To throw, it's Allen. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bengals have taken the lead. They scored the most points. Quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, They're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Tucker now. And he's up. Our first one comes from New Orleans, and the Redskins there out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again. Newman. He's going to loft one deep left. And that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for Cincinnati. 49 yards. Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, that forced the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass as his guys are able to regain the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle the team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
To throw on second down, Newman. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Throwing again, Allen. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Devin Bush drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
Hey, 180. Check 154. 154. Watch the screen.
On first down, Bush. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Here's Allen to throw it. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do. Under pressure, they got him again. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now it's the backup Newton. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. A 2nd quarter score from down in Houston. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, a fight for the football, and it's intercepted.
Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talked about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the 2nd sentence of the...
He's got daylight. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for the Bengals. 84 yards. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Allen. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. From a yard out. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive? And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Mecole Hardman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenge on your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Throwing on 3rd and long. Newman. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And it's fielded at the 34. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Bengals drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
Tucker with the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments.
This is caught inside the 15. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Now Allen. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. The 40. The 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Now Allen to try again after the pick six. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. They go play action here on first down. They will find Davis. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Open man is Ross, complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Newman. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen uncorks one for Davis. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with it.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Check back, check back.
From the gun, it's Allen. Flush to his right. Completes it to Hardman. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Throwing again on second down. Allen flushed out right. Able to locate his running back open downfield. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Newman. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Allen to throw. To throw again. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Bush. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Allen now on 1st down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Allen throwing again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
This one caught by Davis. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. It's been an easy day for him.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on. Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
This is Logan. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and 4. He's going to sling this deep down, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen eluding the pressure right. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newman. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
He belted that thing, a leg of steel, and an even 70 yards on the punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Dancing to his left. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And this will be caught at the 30. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal 1st. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Here's Allen to throw it. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the 1st himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants him to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But sometimes, listen, there's something out there.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
On 3rd down, Logan. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Newman. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. James Washington was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Newman. Forced out. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. From the gun, Newman. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week.